Hey guys, Kazi here. Happy Monday. Hope everybody's having an amazing day so far. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to this. If you were on last week, you got to hear me talk about the importance of mindset when it comes to losing weight, shredding fat, and training our body. Now, going forward, this call is going to be a live call. I am on the road traveling this week, so I wanted to make sure that I had something to share with you guys with this mindset component. And today we're going to talk about something very, very important. And it's about how championship mindset starts with a championship morning routine. And we're going to dig into morning routine today. And we're going to talk about how incredibly important that is in your journey of getting to where you want to be with your body, with your training, with your fitness, with your life. I want you to read this quote and I want you to really, really resonate with it. You can achieve what the mind can believe. You can achieve what your mind can believe. You can achieve what your mind can believe. Okay? The body achieves what the mind believes, meaning that whatever we are set out to do right now in this journey, it all starts right here with a thought. Because in our journey, it's our thoughts that we have every single day that drive our beliefs about ourselves. It's the belief that we have in ourselves that drives our daily habits. It's those habits that we form every single day. Last week we talked about habits. It's those habits that we form every single day that drive our behaviors. And it's the behaviors that we do every single day that get us the results that we're getting, whether we like it or not. All of the results that we're getting in our life are because of our behaviors, and those behaviors are because of our habits. Those habits are because of those beliefs, and our beliefs start right here in our thoughts. What's super, super powerful about our mind is we get what we think about all day long. So imagine right now, if I was to play out all of your thoughts that you've had all day, would you even know what you've been thinking about? The answer is no, because the unconscious mind is the driver of 95% of your thoughts, meaning you have no idea what's going on behind the scenes in that feedback loop, because 95% of your thoughts that you are having today are an automated response. You don't control those. They are a combination of everything you've ever experienced in your life, your environment, your friends, excuse me, all the things that you believe. Your unconscious mind is rolling those thoughts behind the scenes. Your active mind is actually only 5% of your thoughts. And so the goal here is how do we get more positive thoughts? How do we get more good thoughts? How do we get the types of thoughts that we need to have to drive the beliefs that we need to have, to get the habits that we need to have, to get the behaviors that we need to have to drive the results in life that we want? Because think about it. Day one, before day one of your program even started, I asked you to show me a picture or find a picture of what you wanted to look like. And that picture is the end result. The reason why I wanted you to get that picture is so you could start embedding those thoughts into your brain right now, that this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. Because when the thoughts that we have every single day are driven deep and we set that GPS coordinate on exactly what we want and exactly where we were going, it's there. The belief starts that, hey, you know what? Maybe this is possible for me. Now, remember, when it comes to possibilities, what's possible for one is possible for all. And so when you're looking at a picture, whether it's you or somebody else, that reality is possible. You don't want to know why it's possible for you? Because somebody else has already accomplished it. So when it comes down to this, remember, thoughts drive beliefs, drive habits, drive behaviors, drive results. Every single thing that we get starts as a result of a tiny thought. So everything we get in life starts from an itty bitty tiny thought in our brain. It's those thoughts that start to drive our internal belief system. And our internal belief system is the driver of every single habit that we have. Now think about the habits that we have. Some habits we have are great habits. Some habits we have are horrible habits. Right now we are designing new habits, okay? We are designing new habits, and we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But it's those habits, those daily habits that are the drivers of our behaviors. And those behaviors that are driven off our habits, that are driven off our beliefs, that are driven off our thoughts, dictate our results. So if you want something different right now, and maybe you're just not getting it, maybe you don't understand why you reach for the bag of chips, you reach for the soda, or you reach for the bowl of ice cream, or you know you are over your calories, but you just keep eating. Yes, it's the behavior that's causing you to do that, but it all starts right here. It all starts with thoughts that you have about what you want, where you're going, and whether or not you feel like you deserve it. And so if you want to change your life, if you want to change what your body looks like, if you want to change what that scale looks like, it starts right here, okay? Because before you put the Dorito in your mouth, it starts right here, ladies, right in our thoughts. Now, science tells us, I talked about this last week, science tells us that the 8% of people in this world hit their goals. Now, I'm telling you 8% of people hit your goals because I don't want you to think that, oh my gosh, majority of people don't hit their goals, 92%, blah, blah, blah. Forget about that. 8% of people hit their goals. And the reason why these 8% of people hit their goals is because they change their beliefs and therefore they change their behaviors. Why do so many people not hit their goals? Because they don't change their beliefs, therefore their behaviors never change. So if you want different results, it's about changing your thoughts. Thoughts drive beliefs, beliefs drive habits, habits drive behaviors, behaviors drive results. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and expecting different results. So if you find yourself right now in your life with the same habits, knowing that, okay, I want to lose a few pounds, I want to tone up, I want that scale to move, I want to be more confident, I want to love that woman in the mirror. So we got to change, ladies. We know we have to change what we eat. We know we have to change the amount of food that we eat. We know we've got to physically change how we exercise, but none of that matters until we change right here, till we change our thoughts on what is possible, what's possible for each and every one of us. That is the secret, changing your thoughts first, because remember, 95% of the thoughts that you have every single day are running on the unconscious loop. The average human being has between 60 and 70,000 thoughts every single day, okay? So imagine 60 to 70,000 thoughts, 95% of them you don't control. They're running on a feedback loop behind the scenes over and over and over. What kind of thoughts do you want controlling your life? What kind of thoughts? Do you want positive, uplifting, affirming thoughts that help you understand that you can do whatever the heck you want to do? Or do you want negative thoughts that are holding you back? I know the answer, and I know you do too. So this is why the 5% of the thoughts that we can control are super, 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 super important, because it's those thoughts that we start driving into our brain, into our body, that we want to infiltrate the feedback loop so we can start to automate the good stuff. Unfortunately, so many of the things in our feedback loop are negative because they're a result of things we've heard in the past. In fact, things that happen to you from 0 to 7 affect you more than you can ever even begin to understand. In fact, most of those beliefs you have about yourself started from age 0 to 7, based off of what somebody said about you or an environment you experienced. And so if you want to change your results, you've got to change the thoughts. And if you want to change the thoughts, you've got to control the 5% of the good stuff you're going in, that it's going in, because that is what's going to change the loop by controlling that, having such tight control over that 5% that we're putting enough good stuff in that we're able to automate the stuff on the back end. So I'm going to ask you this. If I was to ask you right now to play a movie, like if I'm sitting in front of my television and I'm going to pick a movie to watch, and the movie is your thoughts over the last 90 days, and I hit play, what am I going to see? Am I going to see positive, uplifting, affirming thoughts that help you understand that you are strong and powerful and smart and motivated and inspiring and filled with joy, filled with hope, filled with love, filled with peace? Or am I going to find something different? If you want to be something different and you want different results in life, it starts right here of thoughts, because the thoughts are the most powerful thing that you can do to change your life. So how do we do that? Where do we start? We start by creating new habits. I'm going to teach you a new habit that you can start incorporating in your life today. Again, easy to do, easy not to do. I'm telling you right now, you do this every day for the next week, you will feel different. You do this every day for the next month, you will see changes in your life. You do this every single day for the next year, you will wake up to a completely different woman than you are today, because your mind is going to be absolutely freaking blown by the possibilities of this world and by the possibilities of you. Okay. So here's where we start. We start changing our thoughts about who we are and what we want and where we're going by creating a championship morning routine. And when I talk about creating a championship morning routine, is use your day each and every day to create the life that you want. Not wake up and just simply react to the day, but wake up and create the day. You've heard people talk about waking up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm sure you've done it. I've certainly done it, where you just wake up cranky and now your whole day sucks because you just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Well, how about we use our morning every single day to create the day we want to create the life we want to create. And when we can create our day after day after day after day after day, we have just created one outstanding week. And when we win the week over and over and over and over and over, what's going to happen? Not only are you going to crush your fitness results, but you're going to crush your relationship goals, you're going to crush your business goals, your financial goals, all of this, because right here, what I'm about to teach you can be applied to your life to help you in all areas. And so a championship morning routine and using your morning to create the life that you want looks like this: a combination of meditation, reading, journaling, and then anchoring all of those thoughts so you remember who you are, what you want, what you stand for, what you are made of, and you are going to go create the life that you want. So first of all, let's talk about meditating. So when I do my championship morning routine, this is the first thing I do when I get out of bed. Why? Because why would I let anybody else start to form the vibe of my day? Okay, because what's the habit right now? The habit is we roll out of bed, we hit snooze, we hit stop, whatever it is, because we all use our phones for our alarm clock. And then what do? We start scrolling. We get into the scroll hole of social media. We start checking our emails. We start checking our text messages. And instantly, and I mean instantly, one message can change your entire day. It can help you have an amazing day or help you have an absolutely crappy day. And so I'm going to challenge you to use that first 15 to 20 minutes of your day in meditation, because when you meditate, now you can focus on the type of day that you want to have. Create your day. And so what meditating looks like is, again, design enough time that you can close your eyes and just focus and breathe. Now, maybe your first couple of days of meditation is just 5 minutes. It's okay. What you're doing right now is telling the unconscious mind that you are taking control of your day and you are going to set the tone and set the vibe, and you are going to create your day versus react to it. Now, eventually, I'm going to challenge you to work your way up to 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes. Once you get the feel of it, it's honestly not about doing it right or doing it wrong. It's simply taking time, setting aside for you, because you need to take care of you first. Kind of like on the plane, what does the flight attendant tell you? When the oxygen masks drop down, you put your oxygen mask on first before you go help other people. Meditating to start your day and using this as a way to create your championship morning routine is about taking care of you first. Now, in that 10 to 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, whatever it is, set the amount of time on your phone that you have and you close your eyes, and I want you to focus on what you want. So you want a strong, sexy body, right? You want a strong, sexy body. So in that meditation, think about nailing your macros, imagining yourself opening your MyFitnessPal, knowing this is how many calories you get today, because we know calories are king. Knowing this is how much protein I will eat. This is how many carbohydrates I'm going to eat. This is how much fat I'm going to eat today. And I'm going to stay at or under my calories. I'm going to eat foods nutritious and protein. So I know that I'm getting exactly what I need to fill my body with good protein to feed my muscles. And I'm going to keep my carbs and fats to the absolute goal, because when I hold my body to the right macros, now my body has to go to my fat stores. And when I eat enough protein, my muscles are fed. My body doesn't go to my muscle for energy. When I eat my fats and carbohydrates, it's enough to take care of the need today. But anything extra I need, it's going to go into the fat stores. And when it goes into the fat stores, my fat cells are being turned into energy and they are shrinking. And as a result of me nailing my macros every single day, and as a result of me going into my training app and just doing exactly what I need to do, no more, no less, but just doing what's in there, my body is changing. My muscles are growing. My fat is shrinking. My clothes are fitting better. I'm having to buy different clothes because my clothes are baggy. I look in the mirror and I see strong, and I see confident, and I see sexy. I see my arms start to take form, and I feel so good about what I'm doing. Imagine that. Imagine closing your eyes, and that's all you can see is you crushing your macro goal and you crushing your training goals. And as a result of you crushing your macros day after day after day and crushing your training day after day after day, your body starts to change. And one day you wake up and you are in the new pair of Lululemon leggings that you bought for yourself as a gift, because it is a championship day that you are celebrating. It's a reward. You're putting them on. You look at yourself and you say, wow, I look hot. Okay. Imagine this. Imagine you doing that, because again, it's not about doing this right. You just have to do it, because imagine you do this every single day for a week. Hitting your macros is just going to be part of the process. Getting to the gym and doing your training is just part of the process. You do this every day for a month, it's who you become. Fitness is a mindset. It's a journey. It's not a 30-day challenge. It's not a 60-day challenge. It's not a 90-day challenge. It's simply a mindset of understanding what you want and where you're going, and knowing you just have to trust the process and do what you need to do every single day. So imagine doing this every morning before you check an email, before you check a text message, and you are now allowing yourself to create. So now when you get up and go eat breakfast, it's not even a question. You're going to eat something rich in protein to start your day off right. You're not going to reach for the orange juice. You're going to have a cup of coffee. You're not going to reach for the donut. You're going to have a high protein breakfast, like an egg white scramble, or you're going to have a couple of just eggs over easy. Whatever it is, you're going to do exactly what you need to do to nail those macros, because you nail those macros every single day. It's about consistency. And when you make the decision that you are all in, and you know right here, and you believe you can do it, and now you've created the habits that support your beliefs, and now those behaviors you do every single day, they're going to drive results, and you're going to get the strong, sexy body that you started out to get. Why? Because you saw it right here and you believed you could do it, and you changed your habits to go get what you want. So now understand you can apply that same type of thinking to your career, to your relationships, to anything you want in life, to your finances, and just simply see what you want, go get what you want. Thoughts become things. Now, the next thing we do is we read. Why do we read? Because it's time to feed our brain good stuff. The environment all around us is filled with crap. We're going to talk in detail about the power of environment. But here's the deal. When we read and we fill our brain with the good stuff, what we're doing is we're having control of that 5% that's being put into our brain every single day. Because when we control those thoughts that drive every single thing that we're thinking, what we're doing is we're taking back control of our life. We're putting the good stuff in. And so if you are not a reader today, I want you to start telling yourself, I am a reader, and pick up a book and you can read 10 pages. Even if it's just 10 pages is where you start, that's okay. Just 10 pages just 10 pages a day is going to get you well over 3,600 pages of good stuff into your body every single year. Anything that you want to read that's good for you works. You could read something about fitness, about nutrition, about mindset, about leadership, about living a purpose-driven life, about going after goals. There's so many great books out there to read. But again, it's just simply controlling the message you put into your body so you can start to control your thoughts. Because again, our thoughts drive our beliefs, and our beliefs drive our habits. Last but not least, after we've meditated, after we've read for a few minutes, again, if all you can do every day is 10 pages, perfect. Just get that in. Now what we do is we take what we have learned, we take the thoughts that we just had, and we start to lock it in a journal. We write it down, we lock it in. And the reason why we do this is because it helps us reflect on what we just thought about. It helps us put those thoughts to paper, because the more times we say what we want, the more times we say what we are, the more times we say what we're working towards, the more it's going to come true in our lives. You are what you say you are. If you are strong and you say you're strong, then you're strong. If you're weak and you say you're weak, you're weak. So part of journaling is writing down 10 things that you are every single day. I am strong. I am courage. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. I am inspired. I am motivated, right? Just writing those things down. In fact, right here on my board, here's what I have right now. I am strength. I am power. I am courage. I am motivated. I am beauty. I am abundance. I am truth. I am creative. I am joy. And I am inspired. That's who I am today. Who are you today? Whoever you are today, write it down, lock it in, because you are exactly what you say you are. You are who you say you are, and you get what you think about all day long. So whatever you want to be, think it first, believe it, declare it, write it in your journal, and lock that in every single day. Imagine every single day for a week, just by simply telling yourself 10 things that you are. And then you do that every single week for a month. Now for 28 consecutive days, you told yourself that you are strong, you are confident, you are beautiful, you are happy, you are filled with joy, you're inspired, you're motivated, you're creative, all of those things, all the things that you are. And you tell yourself that every single day. Now, those 10 things can change. Those are just happen to be the 10 things that I am today. Tell yourself who you are. Tell yourself right here, believe it, write it down, lock it, and declare it to the world. And then now that we've meditated and we've read something good for us, we've journaled, now it's time to anchor all of those thoughts and use that anchor to remind yourself who you are, what you want, where you're going, and what you stand for. You can anchor those things with a scent. Maybe you have a candle that every single time you journal, you want to open that lid. I think I've got a candle in here. You can open that lid and just breathe it in. Or maybe there's a song that just anchors in exactly who you are and what you stand for, that every single day before you start your day, after you've meditated and read a journal, you put that song in your earbuds and you just listen to it and you dance and you listen to those words and you just let those words seep into your soul. Because what this anchor is designed to do is help remind you of who you are, what you want, what you're made of, and where you are going. For me, one of my favorite anchors is the scent of peppermint. I know I've got this amazing peppermint soap that I put in my hands, and I breathe it in, and I believe who I am, and it reminds me who I am, what I want, where I'm going, what I stand for, and what I'm working for every single day. And there's never a doubt in my mind that I will get it. Because you know what? We are what we say we are. We think about all day long. What the mind can believe, we can achieve, right? What the mind can believe, we can achieve. Oops, my picture is a little bit off there. We can achieve what the mind can believe. I want you to say that to yourself right now. I can achieve what my mind can believe, because if you want something bad enough and you're willing to do the work to go get it, I'm telling you guys, the sky is the limit. So it starts right here. Thoughts become things, because every single thing that we want in life starts with a single thought. So this week, my challenge to you is to start your morning with a championship morning. I'm going to go back right here. Grab a screenshot of this. 30 to 60 minutes of meditation, reading, journaling, and finding something in your world to anchor it in. Because when you truly believe that you can have whatever you want, your life is going to change. So with that, you guys, God bless you. Have the best week. And let me know when you watch this. I want to know your experience with your morning routine, because I promise you, when this becomes habit, it will change everything. All right. God bless. Have the best week. And we will talk to you very, very, very soon.